You ever know one of those people that nothing seems to bother them, no matter what? All kinds of chaos in their life, everything's falling apart, and they always seem to smile. They always seem to be upbeat. They always seem to be in a good mood. The boss is on everybody's case, and nothing bothers these people. Kind of love to hate them sometimes, don't you? Hi. Happy Monday. My name is Scott, and this is Crafted for Excellence. You know, those people, it's not that they're not bothered. It's not that the things in life don't affect them, but that they choose to look deeper. They choose to reach deeper. They go beyond the surface of what's actually happening. It's easy to look at the surface of life. It's easy to look at the things that are happening immediately in your life and become overtaken by that. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the things that happen when we have a rough day at work, when the bank account is running low, when the car is out of gas, the kid needs new shoes, we don't have any money. It's easy to get wrapped up in those things and think that, man, I just can't get a break. It takes moxie to reach deep. It takes a little bit of character to go deeper and go beyond the surface of what's happening. It's not easy. That's why it takes moxie. That's why it takes a little bit of attitude to go deeper, to go beyond what might actually be happening, what we might actually see happening, and to look for the blessing that's beyond. You know, it's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be all roses. It's not always going to be just a whole bunch of blessings in your life. But the blessings are there. We have to choose to look for them. The choices we make, how we choose to react to a situation, is going to determine the outcome of that situation. In other words, if we choose to react with fright, to react with dread to those things that are happening in our life, then those things that are happening in our life are going to have a very adverse effect on us. They're going to be, we're going to see a very negative outcome. If we choose to reach deep, if we choose to go beyond the surface of what's happening and look at the bigger picture and the fact that what is happening is very temporary, that lack of money, the child's needs, your empty gas tank, those things are all temporary. Your full bank account is temporary. Your full gas tank is temporary. When we look at the things in our life as temporary and that they're not going to have any real authority in our life, then we can get beyond that. We can get beyond what's happening. We can get beyond the surface and look for the deeper truths. One of those more prevalent, deeper truths is that God is in charge. We are created in His image. You're created in the likeness of the Almighty God. He's in charge. He's in control. There is nothing that is happening in your life right now that God is not aware of. There's nothing that's happening in your life that is out of the control of God. When we decide to take our hands off the wheel, remember that song a while back, Jesus Take the Wheel? When we decide to do that and let God take the wheel in our life, when we decide that we're not going to let the situations and the temporary condition of our life control us, then we're going to see victory. Then we're going to see results. Then we're going to see fruit. One of the first commands God gave man in Genesis was be fruitful. You're not going to be fruitful while you're poisoning the soil of your heart with fear and dread and worry. You're not going to be fruitful until you start spreading a little bit of fertilizer of truth, of love, of courage. Truth is, God's in control. You're created in His image. You're created in His likeness. You have great authority. You have power If you're created in the image of God, there's power in your words. When you start saying things like, I'm always going to be broke, when you start saying things like, I'm never going to get ahead, then so be it. Those things are going to happen. You're going to speak them into existence. You cannot expect positive results with negative fertilizer. You cannot expect positive outcome by constantly speaking death over your own life. That's like going into war and shooting yourself. Reach deep. Look for the deeper truth. You are amazing. You are incredible. You are beautiful. You are created in the image of God, and you got this. You can do it. You can make it. You're stronger than you believe you are. Thank you for spending part of your Monday with me. I'm going to get in here to Bass Pro. I'm going to sling some carbon. I'm going to go shoot some arrows. God bless you. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time. Bye.